What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the release. I've been listening to music lately. I never got this off, so um, I'm
Great
gonna
start.
start this off by saying the mid '90s to early 2000s is the best years for rap. So the songs I've been listening to are Past the Crevassier by Part 2 by Busta Rhymes, No Hands, Walk It Out, Hit Them Folks, Hit the Quan, Teach Me How to Dougie, Flavor in Your Ear, Get Low, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, What Happened to That Boy by Clips. What do y'all know about Clips, bro? Birdman, The Way
Underrated.
You Move by Outkast, 21 Questions by Fiddy and Still Not a Player by Big Pun. I'm aware that Hit Them Folk and Hit the Quan are not from the early 2000s. And for some reason, I just found out that Teach Me How to Dougie was from 2011, but it don't count. So yeah, but that I just like to say that's the best year for rap. Also, sponsor, quick plug for today. Righteous Clothing, okay? Y'all see it. This is the last sponsored video for Righteous Clothing, and that means this is the last code that you can use. The first people to use code The Release 3 get $5 off their first order. Awesome. All right. Now, let's get right into it. So today we are bringing y'all our top 10 to top 6 players of all time. So we're going to name the players for you, and then we're going to give our short explanations after. So Grant, you go ahead, white boy.
What? Okay.
Start from 10.
Starting off at 10. Okay, starting off at 10, I got Diesel. I got Shaq. At number 9, I got Hakeem Olajuwon. At number 8, I got Bill Russell. This one pains me, but at number 7, I got Kobe Bryant. And at number 6, I got Tim Duncan.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So me, number 10, I have Kobe Bryant. Number 9, Larry Bird. Number 8, Hakeem Olajuwon. Number 7, I know this one might be a bit controversial, Magic Johnson. And number 6, Bill Russell.
Number 7?
Yeah, I'll explain that.
All right. For me, number 10, I got Steph. Number 9, this one might be a little controversial. I got Wilt Chamberlain. Number 8, I got Kobe Bryant. Number 7, I got Shaq. And number 6, I got Bill Russell. So without further ado, let's get into our explanations. Let's all start with our 10th. So Grant, explain your 10th of all time.
You think having Wilt Chamberlain at 9 is controversial? I had him at 11, so that's.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
But at number 10, I got Shaquille O'Neal. Just quick rattling off his his accolades and stuff in 19-year career. He has a 15-time All-Star, 4-time champion, 2-time scoring champion, 14-time All-NBA, only 3-time All-Defense, and 3-time Finals MVP. So I don't know. With Shaq at number 10,
he also has the Adolph Rupp trophy, bro.
Is the what?
The Adolph Rupp trophy. I don't know. Trophy.
But yeah, when it comes to Shaquille O'Neal, I think of Shaquille O'Neal as kind of, we never saw somebody like him before, and I don't think we've seen somebody like him since. When it just comes to pure domination, just because of his size, and he was bigger than everybody, and he was like, yeah, I'm just better than you because I'm bigger than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, just one of the best peaks of all time. He only has, how many MVPs does he have? I think he only has one. Okay.
And it's still an MVP nonetheless.
Yeah, it is an MVP no less, and it's a fantastic MVP season. 2000, it was just one of the greatest seasons of all time, one of the most dominant seasons of all time. But yeah, it's just, when it comes to the guys that I have ahead of him, I just think they all did more, in my opinion. I know that's a great explanation, but I'll get into it when I get to them. But yeah, his peak was from 1993 until probably 2004. He was one of, if not the best center in the league. But yeah, just an all around just dominant force. And yeah, that's very deserving of a top 10 spot, in my opinion.
Yeah. Jordan, before you go, Grant, you don't think that we haven't seen anyone like Shaq? Like, you don't think Giannis is Any
I
bit
don't.
like as
Well,
dominant because of sheer size and capability?
yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't think
mean,
Giannis is that dominant.
I think Giannis is dominant
Nah,
in his own way.
Bro's going in there. I mean, like dropping 30 is pretty much like
I know, but like
average for today,
Mhm.
but like
Shaq's
still,
dominance is like you need two centers to
yeah, that's
commit
true.
fouls, so
Mhm.
it's a bit different.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so number 10
Two
for
men to
me.
take that.
Yeah, yeah, pause. But oh yeah, number 10 for me, Kobe Bryant, 18-time All-Star, 15-time All NBA, 12-time All Defense, two scoring titles, one MVP, five chips, and two Finals MVPs. Longevity is insane. Outside of LeBron and Kareem, you can't say anybody has more longevity than him. Offensively, one of the most skilled players you've ever seen, one of the best scorers of all time, and one of the best player performers of all time.
Mm-hmm. That's valid.
Mhm.
For me, my 10th player, I have Stephen Curry. I'm surprised none of you guys got this guy in your top 10. All right. I feel as if he's earned this top 10 spot. Okay. I kept telling myself if he gets a finals MVP, he's top 10. I needed him to be a finals MVP and the all-time lead in 3 points made. And he has officially done that. And he's running away with that lead. And nobody's beating that anytime soon. So he's the 4-time NBA champion, 1-time finals MVP. He's a Western Conference Finals MVP, which just got established last year. He's first all-time in three-pointers made, 2-time MVP back-to-back, and a unanimous decision. The only unanimous MVP selection in league history in 2016. He's a 9-time All-Star. He's an 8-time All-NBA selection, 7-time three-point field goals leader, 4-time free throw percentage leader, NBA steals leader. People didn't know he was like that in 2016. And he has two scoring titles, 2016 and 2021. That is pure dominance from the point guard position. Add that with his legendary off-ball movement. That's it's.
Mhm.
I don't know. I might be a little biased because I've seen his entire career, and I think that's what has really changed my top 20 for a lot of the guys I have because I've witnessed the people that I have, a lot of the people that have in my top 20, and I like putting them higher because it's different when you see the greatness unfold before you, and it's incredible to see Steph Curry play, and no one will ever do what he does, like ever. So yeah, that's why he's got to be top 10 for me.
Right.
Second greatest point guard of all time.
Yeah, it's valid. All right, number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Yeah.
All right. So at number 9, I got Toronto Raptors legend
Oh,
from the Muslim Teachers College in Lagos, Nigeria, Hakeem Olajuwon.
hold on. You say Muslim?
Muslim Teachers College, yeah.
Raptors legend.
Raptors legend Hakeem Olajuwon. In his 18-year career, 12-time All-Star, 2-time rebounding champ, 3-time block champ, 2-time NBA champ, 1993 MVP, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 12-time All-NBA, and 9-time All-Defense. One of, if not the greatest defensive player of all time. I personally don't think he's the greatest defensive player of all time, but
Greatest
he's definitely
of the
up
modern
there.
era.
Greatest of the modern era for
I
sure.
mean, outside of Bill Russell, who was just we're gonna talk about him later. It's just different.
Oh, yeah.
His level.
Wait,
Outside
so-
of Bill Russell, I don't think there's anybody in them better defensively than Hakeem.
Cool.
I just-
Grant, who's the greatest defensive player of all time then?
In my opinion,
Yes.
Bill Russell.
Okay, yeah, okay. Go ahead. Continue.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, from the moment, it takes one hell of a player to be selected before Michael Jordan and people to say, you know what, it's fine, they made the right pick. And that's what happened with Hakeem Olajuwon. He was drafted
Yeah.
first overall.
Mhm.
Michael Jordan third overall in the same draft, and nobody really batted an eye. But I mean, obviously you may rather have Michael Jordan, but Hakeem was one hell of a player. Just on both sides of the ball, like he could basically do no wrong. He was probably the best center in the league for late 80s, early 90s up until that point, even above guys like Shaquille O'Neal, and and Michael Jordan was really the only thing stopping him from winning it all. And we saw that when Michael Jordan retired, he carried Houston to back-to-back chips, winning Finals MVP both times. So just in terms of a complete player, aside from, a complete center, aside from, playmaking and all that, he's just really nothing. It doesn't get much better than Hakeem Olajuwon.
Also, can't
All right.
forget that they drafted Portland Trailblazers legend Sam Bowie over Michael Jordan as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, man.
just monster,
All I'm
10
saying,
points
bro,
per
yo,
game.
We'll be
7
we'll be
rebounds.
getting to him
Imagine
soon.
MJ and Clyde, bro, man. Shit, man. Hey, man. Hey, they could have done what Pippen could have done. Shit, a lot more. But whatever. But that was no need for me to do that. But all right, number 9, about Larry Bird. One of my favorite players of the '80s. But hey, man. Okay,
Best
so
white
12
man of all
time.
time.
Oh, best white man of all time. All right, man. So 12-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Defense, 3 MVPs consecutively. Only 2 other players to ever do that. Only 1 of the 3 players to ever do that. 3 rings, 2 Finals MVPs. Something that isn't talked about. He had an 8-year stretch of being top 3 in MVP voting, which is
That's
just
nuts.
which is disgusting. His peak is one of the best in history. From 1984 to 1988, 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists on 50, 52, 41, 90 shooting splits. So yeah, just one of the greatest peaks ever. Off-ball game, the shooting for his time, the efficiency, the leadership. He was great in the clutch. Only reason why I don't have him higher, he isn't good as a player performers of the other people I have in front of him, and longevity isn't there either. So
Okay, so for my 9th player of all time, I have Wilt Chamberlain. I almost said Bill Russell. He is a 2-time NBA champion, 1-time NBA Finals MVP, 4-time MVP, 13-time All-Star, 7-time All Defense, 7-time All NBA, 2-time All Defensive First Team, 7-time scoring champion, 11-time rebounding champion, NBA assist leader as a center, 100 points in one game, 55 rebounds in one game, and he's the best Harlem Globetrotter of all time. It's just we haven't seen sheer dominance ever like Wilt has done. And I hate when people say this argument. Jordan and I were talking about this the other day. How Wilt would come in and be just a bum today. Like, you can't score 100 points in a single game and expect to be a bum, bro.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wilt averaged he averaged 48 minutes a game. No,
48.5.
48
and a half minutes a game. What? How does one do that? He played more minutes than there is in an actual relegation game.
Yeah, he was a different breed.
So. Cool. Say whatever you want. Yeah, he played in the horrible era with plumbers, but you got to remember, Bill Russell was in that era. He played a little bit with Kareem. You guys got to remember, not an average person can't run around and score 100 points in 48 minutes. Nobody like that is normal. Okay. The last battering I've seen like that was last Saturday when me and my boys played basketball at the park and we got beat 52 to 8 in 12 minutes. But that doesn't even matter, bro. I'm just yeah, it's different. And when people use the plumber argument, it pisses me off so much because he still scored 100 points. He averaged 50 in a season. Who does that? There's that. Okay, let's move on to our 8th guys. Oh, probably you. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
If you give me 5 minutes to stretch before the game,
yeah,
I think I'm dropping.
Give me a quick warm up. I'll average 50.
But
moving on to number 8, I got the Wilt Chamberlain killer. I got Bill Russell. Now, obviously, Bill Russell, 12-time All-Star, 5-time MVP, only 1 All-Defense team, and that's because it didn't exist. And the greatest defender of all time, in my opinion, and then obviously what everybody knows him for, 11 rings. Tied with Henri Richard for the most championships in the major 4 sports, and I'm sure you guys don't know who Henri Richard is, but he's a hockey player. He also has 11 rings. But the thing about Bill Russell is he's just the greatest winner in basketball history, and there's no real this is probably the only guy that I'll say I won't really, because his individual stats where he never averaged more than 18 points a game or more than 19. Sorry, he never averaged more than 19 points a game. But but he didn't have to. It wasn't his role. He knew his role was to just play great defense. When it comes to defensive win shares, he has the top 6 seasons of all time, and that's just, in my opinion, the greatest defender of all time, the greatest winner. of all time in the NBA. And I don't know the greatest leader of all time because I didn't watch basketball in the 50s and 60s, but he's probably one of those too. So yeah, that's just nobody won, and I don't think anybody will win like Bill Russell.
All right, Pat. Okay, so for me, 8 has Hakeem Olajuwon. Grant already stated the accomplishments, so there you go. His 94 season is arguably the best season of all time. MVP, DPOY, championship, finals MVP, all in one season, and led his team in all 5 statistical categories as a center. Just disgusting. Yeah, one of the best playoff performances you've ever seen. Arguably the greatest two-way player the league has ever seen, and yeah, he was just dominant. And top 10 in both steals and blocks all time.
Yeah, the 2 main defensive stats. Also, he's top 10 rebounds, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
For my 8th player, I have Kobe Bryant, okay? Shaq's arch nemesis. So he's a 5-time champion, 7 finals appearances, 2-time finals MVP, 1-time MVP. Should have won over Steve Nash that one time. 2
Steve
times
Nash should have won it. Steve Nash should have won it, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You say whatever you would like.
Shaq needs to stop pushing that propaganda, but I'm sorry, man. He didn't deserve that.
First of all, how
I
dare
don't
you?
care what I don't care what Shaq says, man.
This for a different episode. He's a 2-time scoring champion, 18-time All-Star. He missed the 99 All-Star game because there was the league lockout. Bro made the All-Star game 18 times. What the hell? 4-time All-Star game MVP. I don't know why I read that, but it's there and it's impressive. 15-time All-NBA team selections, 12 all-defensive team selections. He was like that defensively if he wanted to be. Okay?
If he wanted to be.
Yeah, if he wanted to be. He led the season in like points so many times. Oh geez. Yeah, I'm not even gonna read that off. This is like overall points. This monster score. The greatest scorer of all time.
Hold up. I'm tripping on something. I don't know why. I thought you were talking about Shaq for a second.
No,
I apologize on the Nash.
No.
I thought you were referring to Nash. Oh, for the Shaq. So
no, sorry.
Yeah, Kobe should have won that MVP. At least him, LeBron, or Dirk. So yeah.
No. That year, Nash and Shaq should not have won that MVP.
My bad for that one. My bad. I thought you were talking about Shaq for a second. I'm like,
okay, but the greatest scorer that has ever lived, ever. Okay, you look at the best scorers of all time. You have LeBron James, you have Michael Jordan, you have Kevin Durant. I'll even put Carmelo Anthony in there. Okay,
yeah.
None of these guys can go out there and tell the press, "Yo, I'm finna drop 85," and then go ahead and just drop 100. Kobe never did that, but if he wanted to, he would have. He literally he scored. How? It was against Toronto. I don't care. He scored 71 against us.
Scored 81.
81?
Oh, did I say 71?
Yep.
Yeah, you said 71. Yeah.
He scored 81. And then he ordered a vodka martini with 81 olives, bro. Who does that?
That was the ad, yeah.
Disgusting.
He's crazy, bro. No one else was able to go out and say, yo, guys, watch me. I'm going to drop 50. And then he proceeds to drop 70. He's a monster. No one was like that. The most influential player of all time. If it weren't for him, nobody would say Kobe, okay? I don't hear kids saying LeBron when they shoot, bro. There's kids that don't even know who Kobe is that say Kobe. What is this? Kobe and Curry, the 2 most influential players of all time. That's all I'm saying. He had like Jason Tatum, DeMar DeRozan. Those are the 2 main guys that come to head when you think about come to your mind when you think
DeMar.
DeMar, yes, mid-range. And Devin Booker, of course, but I hate those pictures of
Devin Booker just doesn't. Devin Booker doesn't really give me him vibes like Kobe does. So
plus, DeMar wears a ghost costume every time in the playoffs. So
your favorite player is Russell Westbrook.
All right, hey, shit, man, you definitely better than DeMar.
Okay, bro. Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
is he not? The hell, man.
As of right now, no.
Okay, now, no, but all time.
Let's move on to
we're not doing that.
Let's move on to our 7th players. Give me a second.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So let's get it started off with our 7th players of all time.
Our 7th players of all time.
7th greatest players of all time.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we just got done hearing a whole lot about him, but at 7, I have Kobe Bryant, and David already rattled off all his accomplishments. Five rings is insane. One MVP, he should probably have two, or maybe he should have more than one. Is how many he should have. But yeah, just longevity speaking, just one of the greatest of all time. Like maybe the greatest. He played 20 years in the NBA. He even has an Oscar. Just throw that in there. But
What did he get the Oscar for again?
I honestly have no idea. I think he made the soundtrack to a movie because he used to rap and stuff. He also has albums, so listen to those. Don't listen to them.
Another horrible him AI. Oh my god.
But yeah, when it comes to Kobe Bryant, I have my own personal biases because if it wasn't for Kobe Bryant, I would not be watching basketball. So the whole reason why I started watching basketball was because of Kobe Bryant. Just seeing a guy that could just take over a game by himself. Maybe he was a bit of a mean person. He was a bad teammate, but just throwing his teammates under the bus and all that. People ask him why he didn't pass. He's like, "Well, the hell am I supposed to pass to?"
Kevin Durant vibes,
yeah.
bro. I have Nicholas Claxton on my team.
It's crazy.
But yeah, just one of the greatest scorers of all time. Maybe the greatest if you want to throw him out there. Going back on my original grading system, when it comes to who has the most dog in them, I'm pretty sure I don't think there's a guy. There's maybe one guy. There's maybe one guy that has more dog in him than Kobe Bryant.
That one guy from Chicago, man.
That one dude from Chicago, yeah. But
yeah, gotta take everything personally, there.
Yeah. All right, so for me, okay, let me just before I go on, right? I thought David was, talking about Shaq. So friend was watching, he was like, "Yo, you're wilding." I thought he was talking about Shaq. I should make that
get out of here, bro.
I thought you were talking about Shaq when you said that.
Hell no. That was a mediocre season from Shaq. I don't care what anyone says. He did not deserve that MVP.
He was on the
Before I go on, funny thing about Nash, his best season was a year when he didn't win MVP. That's the funniest thing. The 2007 year, he was better than both of his MVP years, but they didn't give it to him just because he already had to. It's crazy how dumb voters could be. But yeah, number 7 for me, Magic. I know this is definitely a bit of a hot take, Yeah, not really. But 12-time All-Star, 10-time All-NBA, 5-time champ, 3-time Finals MVP, 4 assist titles, 2 steal titles, 9 top 5 MVP finishes. Great, one of the greatest offensive players ever, one of the greatest player performers, one of the most accomplished players, one of the best leaders of all time, and super underrated scorer. So now, why is he at number 7? Couple of things. One thing I will say, something that's helped Magic is him winning the rookie Finals MVP as a rookie. One, he didn't deserve it. Magic has said this. He actually tried to give the award back to Kareem. If you watch the Winning Time, the Showtime documentary, they talk about it.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, so just for anyone who's asking, Kareem averaged throughout the first 5 games 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Magic averaged 21, 11 rebounds, and 8.7 assists. Most of the voters voted for Kareem, and the only reason why Magic won is because they didn't want to give it to someone who didn't play. Just also another thing, defensively, Magic is just one of the weakest defenders in the top 12. Like, I don't get how Steph Curry, for example, gets crapped on for being a bad defender, but the same old heads give Magic a pass. It just, I don't. You got to be consistent, and also longevity. He just doesn't have that much. And personally, I think that Bill Russell, who I have number 6, his defense is more impactful than Magic's offense. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, but can you really blame him for the longevity part? Like,
I mean, I know I can't blame him. I'm just saying.
Well, if it wasn't for that one person in Sacramento, he'd be.
Yeah, I mean,
Charlamagne, bro.
Same thing goes for Bird. Like, I can't blame. I mean, it happened, but like, then I can't blame him for the lack of longevity. I'm not like if he had played like 15 years or something like that, he could have arguably been a GOAT candidate. But
yeah,
it just didn't happen that way. Yeah, just for. Yeah. I'm not blaming him, but he didn't have the longevity, so
that's valid.
All right.
And for my 7th greatest player of all time, I have Shaq. Grant already went over those accolades, so I'm not going to just add to that. But I'm just going to add to the point where he said he's the most dominant player of all time. Like, it's insane. It's insane. He will remain the most dominant player of all time until Giannis retires, because I feel as if when Giannis retires, it will put him into the top 10, and he will be the most dominant player in NBA history over Shaq. And I don't think that's a hot take at all. I think, like, I agree with what Candace Parker says. When it's all said and done, Giannis is 5th, like top 5 of all time. Like, that's, but this is about Shaq. Yeah, we haven't seen, and the fact that it took us so long to see something like Shaq, even remotely like Shaq and Giannis, is incredible. And I'm not counting those years where Shaq was playing on every team color of the rainbow. Like, I'm counting those genuinely dominant, like Magic and Laker years. And, I'll give him some credit for that first Miami year. But it's, it's impressive when you need 2 7-footers to guard someone, and you still can't guard him, and he still drops 30 on your head. Like who does that? Who does that, bro? Who else does this, bro? So it's just, it's just greatest celebration in NBA history. But overall, he has a GOAT like conversation. You can put him in that with all those accolades and his dominance.
I mean,
you
maybe
can. Yes, you can. I'm not saying he is, but
peak, but like peak, but like
I'm saying
overall career wise, no, I can't do that.
I think if someone wanted to, like and actually tried their absolute hardest and did research and pulled up stats that we never even heard before, then he could be put into the GOAT conversation. He's not in my GOAT conversation. The GOAT conversation for me is the top 5 players of all time. That's the only players you could consider in that. However, a case can be made for him, and I don't think that's a hot take at all.
Peak wise, yeah, I could definitely see that.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And let's move on to our 6th and final greatest player of all time.
At 6, I got Tim Duncan. Now, I don't think anybody's said Tim Duncan yet, so I'll read off exactly.
We have the top 5. Like,
I'm sure you do.
I'm sure you do. This is one spot.
I don't care. I don't have him fit.
You probably have him like 3rd or something.
No, that's blasphemy. I have him 4th.
Now, if you have him 3rd, bro, I mean.
But yeah, Tim Duncan, 19-year career, 15-time All-Star, 15-time All-NBA, 15-time All-Defense, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, All-NBA first team as a rookie. He won Rookie of the Year, all that jazz. Just another guy where, I'd say since Bill Russell, he may be the greatest winner of since like 2000, I'd say. Maybe him or Kobe, but just being the catalyst of so many, like the Spurs dynasty from the late 90s until like 2013, maybe 2015. I don't think he missed the playoffs at all in his career, and if he did, it was only like 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
But yeah, just him and Kobe were dominant in similar ways if you just look at like their longevity and their like even when they were an old man Rivers, they were still putting up stats, putting up all NBA teams, all defense teams, and all-star appearances. But Tim Duncan, he was kind of like Kobe was better than you, and he let you know that he was better than you. Tim Duncan would drop 30 on you and then say nice try afterward.
Like, bro, you know how demoralizing that is?
He was like, you did a really good job, but he didn't talk trash. He wasn't the flashiest player, but if you watch basketball and if you truly watched Tim Duncan play, he was one of the greatest of all time. Even during he didn't really have a peak. He was just sustained very, very good for a very, very long time. And yeah, he's very deserving of the of the 6th spot that I have him at. Maybe it could be top 5. I don't know.
I know David Feeman right now, but yeah, for me, I got Bill Russell. Grant already says accolades, so I don't have to go into it. One thing I don't like what people say. For some reason, this is the only man who gets hated on for having an elite team around him. Y'all don't keep that same energy for everybody else. I'm gonna put that out there, right? Oh, he had the best coach. He had the best supporting cast. When Michael Jordan had it, y'all don't blink an eye, right? I'm just pointing that out. Like, if you're gonna also the 11 Hall of Famer arguments, some of those guys are role players. Just you could just look it up. You could just. But for me, the reason why I have him here particularly, his defense was on another level. Like his defense was carrying mid offensive teams. Like that to me is just crazy impressive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've seen like something like Gobert this year. Like last year, he was able to carry like a defense, but Bill Russell took that to another level. When your defense rivals the impact of another like elite offensive players, to me, you got to be there. He maximized all of his winning potential. 11 and 13 years. One of the 2 years he lost, he got hurt. GOAT level playoff performer. Never lost a game 7. One of the greatest passing bigs of all time.
Mhm.
And yeah, he was just like that. And if he had Defensive Player of the Year awards, he would have been the most accomplished player of all time. But
And one of the greatest coaches of all time.
oh yeah,
Yeah, people don't talk about that.
yeah, he,
But,
he
yeah.
did. He did player coach thing. So only player.
And for the same exact reasons, I have Bill Russell sixth. When I think of Bill Russell, all I think is that picture where he's like this with like the 11
Mhm.
rings just all over his hands, or the one where he's
Yeah.
like this and all of them are in his palms. Like who flexes like that, bro? Dog.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Like Tom Brady.
I low-key thought about putting him higher, man. I was gonna make a splash, put him like at 4 or
Wait
something.
a
But
second. I'm trying to think who your fifth greatest player of all time is now.
think. Who have I not said?
Tim Duncan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Michael Jordan.
Who else? There's
Oh, I know who it is.
yeah, Grant. No,
Wait, did you not
What's
say
the
Kobe?
one
Did you
guy
not say
I have-
Kobe?
I said Kobe. Yeah,
Yeah, he
who's
said
the
Kobe.
one
What the-
guy? Who's the one guy I haven't mentioned?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Hey, you're gonna
We'll get
figure
to
it
that
out.
episode when we get there. But
Yeah,
I'm
but-
tripping. Yeah, no, we'll cross that. We'll cross that bridge when we
But
get
it's a
to
pretty
it.
obvious name. It'd be crazy if I didn't have him in the top 20. That's all.
probably Jason Williams.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Jason Williams.
I
Jason
love
Williams.
Jason Williams.
Jason
Jason
Williams.
Williams.
Bro, speaking of Williams, bro, I'm so happy that Deron Williams is actually. Is it Darren or Deron?
I have no idea.
I grew
I
up
think it's
thinking it was
Deron.
Deron. I'm pretty sure it's
I don't-
Deron.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Darren.
Listen, bro,
Williams.
he's black. There's no way his name is Darren.
His name
That's
is Darren.
Deron.
It's Deron, bro. I don't
According to
care.
Basketball Reference, it's Darren.
Well, basketball references ran by a white man.
What you're talking
Yeah.
about? The Utah Jazz point guard in the 2000s,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's Deron. If I
Mhm.
know for sure. Wait, hold up. I
This is
know
coming
it's
from a
Deron.
black man,
Yeah.
everybody.
It is Deron. Yeah, the way it's spelled, it's not Darren.
Darren Williams.
I-
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm just
Shut
reading
up, Grant.
what the internet.
Yeah,
I'm
shut
just
up.
reading what the internet's telling me. I don't know.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm happy that he's coming back as a Rising Stars coach. But
Yeah. Better
That
than
has
dunk
been-
competition. But, yo,
what a dunk competition?
I'm saying, yo, the Rising Stars game is better than dunk competition right now, man. Let me just say that, man.
Dunk competition's garbage.
Yeah,
Oh, I
I'd
haven't
rather
seen the
watch
dunk
Kuzma,
competition. Oh my
bro.
gosh. Okay, hold on.
No,
wait,
and that's the-
wait.
not
Did
yet.
the play? No,
No,
but
but
the
I'm-
players get picked.
I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh
no,
my
like
god.
just the last.
But I'm
4
saying, bro,
years, it's been
last
garbage.
year was garbage. If it
Oh yeah, no.
I just
turned
get
on my
pissed every
TV.
year.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
Jalen Green come out with his NFT card on his neck ever again.
Listen, if they want an entertaining one, put John Morant, Anthony Edwards,
Zion. Well, not anymore.
No.
But Zion.
Anthony Simons
Hurt.
again. I don't know. No. Shaden Sharp. Shaden Sharp's a
Mhm.
high flyer.
Probably,
I'm surprised he's not on the Rising Stars, by the way.
Yeah. Man, you know what pissed me off about last year's All-Star game? Y'all remember when Curry and Aisha, they were promoting their show in the middle of the All-Star game?
Ain't that get canceled?
Yeah, thank God, bro, man. Hey, when they start doing that, I'm like, hell no, man. How you allow this, bro? I don't care. I don't care how good Stephen Curry is, bro.
I used to
I
watch
don't care,
Aisha
bro.
Curry's cooking show.
Man, I don't care. I'm
Oh
not trying
my
to see
God.
that right now, bro. I'm trying to watch an All-Star game, bro. What is this?
Dog,
Oh
it
man,
teased me.
this is our show. It's like,
Hey,
what?
what do
It's
you think
crazy.
about them making the All-Star selections like before the game?
That's pretty cool, man. It's like
It's like recess.
it's like a park field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
I
I'm feeling
like
like
that.
that's gonna be kind of stupid because imagine being the last NBA player just standing.
Dog,
there.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
only pick
that's
me.
actually cool though.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be fun. Do you know if they're gonna do the same thing with the Rising Stars?
I don't think so. I think they usually don't they do it by
Oh, yeah, no, it's isn't it just going to be sophomores versus rookies?
I don't even. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be something like that this year. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be 4 teams again. Remember?
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. They'll just pick it randomly.
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
it.
know. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like those, bro. If they did like the park thing for that, that'd be sick though. Because I remember me and Jordan have been at the park sometimes where like 30 guys have shown up and we just made like 5 team captains. It's like, hey, you pick. Yeah, those are the
Yeah,
craziest
see,
runs where someone gets
The
hurt.
NBA, man, they're good at that. The new All-Star changes, the All-Star game changes have been good.
Yeah, no,
But
that's
y'all
fun.
need to fix that dunk competition, bro, because it's garbage, bro.
Get some
I'm
new
sorry.
judges in there. Okay, get some dunk
Mhm.
contest winners in there.
Like,
Give
I
me
love
Dominique
Dwayne Wade, bro.
Wilkins.
Never allow him to judge a competition.
Yo, Dwayne Wade pisses me off as a person. Dog.
Yo,
Unreal TikTok account though. That's I've seen
But-
videos.
You know, piss me off on TikTok. T Mac, his nephew keeps filming him, and T Mac keeps like mouthing the lyrics of these videos.
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, bro, go away. I don't care that he scored 13 points in 35 seconds. Shut up.
damn.
Like you didn't play.
Damn.
You got your career got cut short by back spasms.
Yo,
Shut
that's
up, bro.
crazy, yo.
Jesus.
Not even top 75, bro. Shut up.
Yo, that's crazy. This guy this guy said you got back spasms. That's your
You know what? Maybe he should have been top 75, but I don't care. Until people recognize him as an official top 75 player, he can get lost, bro. That's what
That's
I'm saying.
crazy. This guy said you got back spasms.
That's why his career got cut short.
Your career-ending injury. That's his fault.
bro,
yeah, it's
You're
true,
making
I
fun
mean-
of
Bro,
that.
nah, dog.
Y'all get big enough to get like Richard Jefferson to react to you on TNT or whatever.
Like, bro,
Yeah, he
hopefully
gets
I'll
roasted all the
post this,
time,
man.
Jesus
All I gotta
Christ.
do is call Richard Jefferson bald as hell. Like he reacted to Trap House Sports.
Yo, I saw
He'll
that.
respond to that.
Bro, no, Richard Jefferson is super bald though. Like that's kind of funny. But like, I'm not gonna make any jokes. My hairline is currently receding, so
Yeah.
I can't be saying nothing.
Hey man, if I showed you a picture of his Richard Jefferson's bald head and I showed you a basketball, man, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, man.
Richard Jefferson's
shit.
head looks like a brown egg. You know those brown eggs that you get from the store that have the 2 yolks? in it?
Yeah.
Mega
I
mind.
mean, we're just getting crazy disrespectful, man. We're
We're
just,
I don't care. I won't
talking about the top 10 greatest players of all time, and now we're talking about how bald Richard Jefferson is.
yeah,
No,
this is
bro,
crazy.
look! This!
Now-
This is him! He looks like a coaster, bro. He looks like a penny. This guy's oxidized.
It's crazy. Yo,
He's super bald, bro. Like I don't know anybody that's been
Uh.
that clean bald since a rookie. Like Kobe wasn't even bald as a rookie. Shaq wasn't even bald as a rookie, and Shaq
I mean,
is
to be-
super bald.
To be fair, Richard Jefferson did have hair at one point in time during his NBA career.
When?
When he was on I think like his rookie season, I'm pretty sure he had
I
hair.
swear. No, I'm looking this
hey
up.
yo,
Like-
hey yo,
Like
hey,
his
yo, come
his
on.
first couple
I'm
seasons
gonna look
in
up
New
Richard
Jersey, he had
Jefferson with hair, and the picture from 1957 is gonna show up.
Yes.
Maybe when he was a kid, I don't know with him.
I feel like Richard Jefferson was the type of guy to have like a fro. Oh come on! This is not hair.
Is it like it might be like
You
Carlos
can
Boozer
see
when
his
he
bald head, bro. You can see his bald head. It looks like
He
he
should've-
painted on.
he should have done the Carlos Boozer thing where he put the paint on his head.
Oh my god.
Man, but yeah. That's crazy, bro. We spent like 5 minutes disrespecting that man's head, man. It's
Look at this.
but
Disrespecting his head and
Bro.
Tracy McGrady's back.
oh, I
First of all, no, look, bro, I don't care.
Tracy McGrady's
Why does
back. That
Tra-
one was crazy.
No, but why is Tracy McGrady starting to talk crap now that he's 83 years old, bro? Like I don't know what he's
Why not?
doing.
Why not,
Hey.
man?
He's just super mad that he wasn't top 75. Okay, listen, bro. I have a list of players that should be top 75 before you. Okay, and they start with Vince Carter and Dwight Howard. That's
Vince
all.
Carter's not better than Tracy, bro.
You can.
Oh,
Bro.
I'm sorry.
God.
I don't care. I don't care what Raptor fans say. Tracy McGrady was on a level Vince Carter never was, bro.
Okay.
Orlando Tracy, man.
Orlando Tracy was still having back spasms. I don't care.
No, he
came
wasn't.
out
And he
to
was
Super
better.
holding his back.
Yo, he
Was
was
not,
better than
bro.
Carter ever was. I'm sorry,
Okay.
bro. He
I
was
don't
better
think
than Carter.
I don't
ever
think
was, man.
23-year-old
What else?
Tracy
Vince
McGrady.
Hey,
Carter
at
was
least
back
Tracy
balls as
McGrady
well.
never quit on an entire country, man. He
Okay,
never
that's
did that.
true. But like Vince Carter was hella bald as well, and yet Richard Jefferson is like
What the hell?
clean shaven. Like normally when you see bald people, they got that like Uncle Phil thing going, or like that Kevin Durant thing going, right? Like you
Yeah.
know when Shaq grows his hair sometimes, and it's like his hairline's back here whenever he loses a bet and he looks stupid. Like
Yeah.
Richard Jefferson can't even grow a follicle.
All I'm saying, man, Vince Carter's lucky that Canadians are some nice people, bro. Because if he did that in Philadelphia, man,
Oh my
they'd be
God.
on his head, bro. I'm just saying.
Fam, imagine if we did that in Boston, how many racist things they would have said to him.
If we did that in New York, bro, these fans,
In
yeah,
Utah,
honestly, if he did that in America to any team, bro, they're
Yeah.
on his head, bro. He's lucky that Canadians, bro, the Raptor fans are just forgiving.
come home, there's
'Cause
gonna be a cross on his lawn.
that was crazy because that man stopped dunking. It was
I
nuts.
gotta cut
here,
that out of the
bro.
video. I can't be saying what I just said. I gotta cut. Yeah, bro. But listen,
Alright.
look. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
before we end the video, Richard Jefferson looks like the frowning emoji. Okay, he's bald as hell.
Looks like all of the emojis.
Looks like all of the emojis. He's circular and head is so weirdly shaped too. You know, he looks like he has the Chad filter on 24/7. He's a weirdo.
What are we talking?
Anyways,
Oh,
listen,
no.
look, TikTok content. Okay, I'm gonna post this, and Richard Jefferson will hopefully do out our video and like, you guys need therapy, man. Like, yes,
Yo, that's
and
crazy.
you need a hair transplant, Richard. Okay.
Yo,
Anyways,
What the?
it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh my God.
I can't wait to post this. I can't wait to edit
Shit.
this and post this. Yes, but that has been the episode for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, and share because that way we could grow and Richard Jefferson can notice us. All right,
Yeah.
so that's what we need. All right, drop a Richard Jefferson and the yellow circle in the comments. All right, because Richard Jefferson is bald as hell. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure to have a great day, evening, night. Just slander Richard Jefferson in the comments. Really tag him.
Please don't.
Yeah. God bless
Hey,
y'all.
if you slander him, I'm not a part of it.
Yes, he is. You
No,
literally
I'm
just
not.
said, bro. You basically just said like he was stupid bald, and then
I was the one defending him when he had hair. That's
bro. You said Richard Jefferson had hair, like bro.
he did.
Dog, everyone's had hair. A skeleton has had hair at some point, fam.
Yo,
People can dig up skeletons and they will have full heads of hair still. What? Where
Yo.
did Richard Jefferson go wrong?
that's
Maybe he just started shaving it. And was just like, screw this.
You know how pissed off I would be
He's-
if like every week I have to cover my head in foam and just go. It's bad. Like, and it's a really smooth head too. Like, if I smacked it, a handprint would be there.
oh, this is crazy.
Anyways,
All right.
thank y'all so much for
Oh my
watching. Have a
God.
good day, night, evening. God
Yeah.
bless. Hope y'all stay at peace.